We are at the place for comments from the general public, and we do have David Azrati here who would like to speak to us. Mr. Azrati, I'm hoping that you are aware of the rules of for our procedure for public comment. Are
Yes.
you aware?
Yes, I
Thank
can.
you.
I can read.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And so there will be 3 minutes. Mr. Washington, excuse me, would you mind giving us your affiliation?
I'm with an organization called COCO.
Okay, which means?
COCO. See?
Got it.
It's also a coalition of community organizations, but it's the acronym.
Thank you.
4 years ago, this month, this board adopted the diversity and inclusion resolution. 4 years ago. Gary, I was just talking to a little while ago. I was about looking at the construction management contracts filed under public records request. And he said, oh, we use the standard AIA form. If there are no consequences for misbehavior, folks will misbehave. You have imposed no consequences for all those failures that folks have brought to the table.
Thank you, Mr. Washington. Thank you very much. So there will be 3 minutes.
Thank you. You've heard the adage that those who don't learn from history are bound to repeat it. Let me share some history. After 2.5 days of depositions in my last First Amendment case in Dayton, Ohio, the judge called the attorneys into his chambers and said to my attorney, "The city drops all charges against David. Will he agree not to sue in civil court? You have 10 minutes for an answer." My attorney came out, asked me, and I said, "Absolutely." He returned with 8 minutes to spare. The city prosecutor said, "I have to ask my boss." An hour later, he came back and said, he has to plead guilty to 1 charge. The judge blew up, told the city prosecutor that he was stupid, although the words were much more colorful. The case proceeded through 5 court decisions, with the city losing every one, while racking up hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal fees. They finally settled for 6 figures. I may have won in the courts, and the settlement figure sounds like a windfall until you realize that the majority of it went to legal fees. Fast forward 20 years, and things have changed a bit. The defendant in this case will be liable for all legal fees. The defendant has already admitted wrongdoing and has no chance of winning. The plaintiff has the absolute advantage in both experience with this type of case and extensive case law on his side. The evidence includes video, which may be extremely prejudicial. Your employee suggested I was taking pictures of kids. How do I know you aren't a sex offender? To compound the damages, this travesty happened on the anniversary of my father's death. The emotional distress this caused me is probably something you can't comprehend. I understand you think you have good legal advice. I'm telling you now that good legal advice is usually good for lawyers who will run up bills far in excess of what a smart settlement would cost. I asked for my attorney's fees to be paid. Your response was to ask what they were. I asked for retraining of guards. You agreed. I asked for the firing of Sergeant Donovan, in addition to the one you've already dismissed. You declined. I asked for a public apology, which costs you nothing. You declined.
Mr. Azrati, that's 3 minutes.
I've been speaking at public meetings for a long time, and I didn't start a stopwatch, but this does not take 3 minutes to read. and it's not that much longer.
We have a timer. We have a timer. We have a timer. We have a timer. We have a timer.